to all the lovely mummies out there. And today I've got a very, I would say, exciting show, right? Okay, because I was walking around the shop trying to find what shall we, highlight for today's live show, and realized that we've got a lot of highly sought after but rare and really hard to find luxury bags, right? Okay, so I'm talking about Hermes bags that you don't usually see, either because they have been discontinued or because more often than not it's really hard to find or to get them from any store, let alone directly from Hermes store, right? Okay, so let's get started, and let's see what other goodies we have in store for you today. Right, okay, so let's get started on the first one and see what we have. Okay, let me pin this for you first. Right, okay, so the first one that I've got, right, okay, to get the ball rolling, so to speak, right, okay, would be a Birkin 30, right, okay, in black boxcar. And I'm not talking about vintage bag, right, okay, so usually your vintage bags would be in box calf, right? Okay, but here I've got a Birkin 30, right? Okay, again, it's rare to find box calf. Um, in Birkin, usually it's a Kelly, and usually it's an older stem, right? Okay, so if you're not too keen on those kind of bags, I have got here a Birkin 30 black box calf. Here you can see with palladium hardware, right? Okay, so the black with palladium hardware is right now one of the hottest combinations, okay, that people are asking for. And this one, right, okay, is actually from the year 2018, right? Okay, so it's a relatively young bag, and it's a full set, right? Okay, original receipt, crochet, lock keys, felt cloth, box rain protector, care card, and two dust bags. And ooh, the price right now for cash or bank transfer is 26,880, right? Okay, 26,880 for purchase with what do you call that? Cash or bank transfer, right? Okay, so there's this beautiful bag here to start off with. So as I mentioned, right, okay, box carve, usually you'd find it in vintage bags, right? Okay, and usually in a Kelly model. So to find it in a Birkin size 30, and it's about what, 8 years old. Okay, it's from the year 2018, so it's a relatively young bag, right? Okay, it's in excellent condition also, right? Okay, it's black box carve, you can see there. Look at that, it's already got that sheen, that patina to it, which is why box carve is a leather that actually ages really well, right? Okay, there you go. Okay, so right from the start, right, okay, we've got this beautiful gorgeous bag, right? Okay, so since I already started talking to you about box calf, right, okay, remember I mentioned that usually it is in older bags, right? Okay, box calf is really hard to find a brand new one. I've got here a vintage, right? Okay, this is a vintage mini Kelly. Yes, this is a mini Kelly, right? Okay, and this is actually from the year 1987. Okay, 1987 vintage mini Kelly here. So it differs from the current mini Kelly that you might be more familiar with, right? Okay, you can see here it doesn't have the short handle, right? Okay, and it's got a strap, a short strap that is not detachable, right? Okay, you can't remove the strap from this, right? Okay, and although it is the same what do you call that, length, right, base length, right, the height is actually considerably higher, and because of that, look at that, and the base is also much bigger, right? Okay, so for that reason, the usable space in this vintage mini Kelly black box calf with gold hardware, right, okay, is actually there's a lot more usable space in here, right? Okay, you can see that, right? And this one from 1987 is now priced at 16,990 Singapore dollars, right? Okay, so thanks everybody for joining me, Jana here. And what do you call that, please do like and follow us, right? Okay, if you are a fan of these beautiful luxury bags, right? Okay, and also share this live, right? Okay, with others who are also like-minded and equally passionate about these luxury bags, right? Okay, do share this live with them as well, right? Okay, and don't gatekeep, as they say, right? Okay, so this one here, this vintage mini Kelly black box scarf with gold hardware is from 1987. It comes with a dust bag, right? Okay, and it's priced at Singapore dollars 16,990 Singapore dollars. Right, okay, so there's this beautiful, so if you were to carry this, right, okay, now it's not really an everyday bag, right? Okay, so when you carry it, it would actually sit under your arm, okay, or as it was carried, how it was meant to be carried, right? Okay, so this is how the ladies would actually have carried it before, right? Okay, that's another way, in the crook of their arm. So it's a short strap that they have got here, right? Okay, it's really interesting bag. Okay, imagine the stories it could tell. If it could speak, right? Okay, it would tell if it could speak, right? Okay, so there's this gorgeous piece there. So if you're into vintage bags, right? Okay, there's this absolutely drop dead gorgeous piece here, right? Okay, so and now talking about vintage pieces in black box car, there's also this little cutie pie that we have here. Yes, okay, dare I say, yeah, so this is actually the oldest piece of Hermes bag that we have. In fact, I think this is the oldest bag that we have in store here with us here at BJ Luxury. Okay, this micro mini bolide. Okay, it's not a mini bolide, it's a micro mini bolide here, right? Okay, it's in black box carve as well with gold hardware. It comes with what do you call that, short strap as well. You can't really crossbody this, but you can shoulder carry this, right? Okay, this is from the year 1966. Yeah, okay, 1966. Yay, this bag is older than me, right? Okay, much older than me, right? Okay, and it comes with a dust bag. Okay, but look at that, this is a bag from 1966, guys. Look at the condition of this. Look at that, right? Okay, wow, look at that black box carve. So really, box carve is a heritage leather. It is meant to age beautifully, right? Okay, and it is a leather that lasts, right? Okay, so this is like how old is this? Oh my god, it's 60 years old, right? Okay, so this bag, okay, is 60 years old. So if anybody is actually celebrating their 60th birthday this year, right? Okay, this is like wow present to get for them. Okay, so price on this is 6,100 Singapore dollars. Okay, 6,100 Singapore dollars. Right, okay, if you've got a grandma, an aunt, okay, a mommy who's celebrating her 60th birthday, right? Okay, this would be so meaningful because it's made in 1966, right? Okay, and it's really usable actually. It's a micro mini bolide. Okay, look at the space there, right? Okay, but you can actually put in like your cards, your keys, car keys, stuff like that. Okay, it does fit in here, right? Okay, so it's actually quite a practical bag, right? Okay, so this beautiful, it's a micro mini bolide, right? Okay, it's not even a mini bolide. Okay, it's a micro mini bolide, right? Okay, from the year 1966, right? Okay, so this is a gorgeous piece as well. So you see, lots of vintage bags were actually made with boxscarf leather, right? Okay, and if you actually maintain and look after the leathers, right? Okay, these bags can last for decades, right? Okay, so really it's a bag that you can pass on to the next generation, right? Okay, it can be like a forever bag and things like that, right? Okay, so that is part of the beauty of these Hermes bags, right? Okay, they do last a long time. The quality is there, the craftsmanship is there. It's a handmade bag, right? Okay, and the leather, most of their leathers actually look better with use, better with age, right? Okay, so yes, I know I'm very excited about all these bags here. Okay, I haven't been paying attention to any messages that came in. Anybody? No messages so far, right? Okay, so guys, if you have a question, right? Okay, or anything that you like to ask or know, right? Okay, I'll try my best to answer. Of any bags that you're looking for, right? Okay, do let me know as well, right? Okay, now here's another bag that I want to talk about. Okay, so the next one I want to talk about is actually a bag that has a model that is has been discontinued, right? Okay, I'm talking about the Victoria, right? Okay, so although it's a discontinued model, right? Okay, the Victoria actually does scream a mess. Craftsmanship, okay, right down to the locking system. So wait, let me tell you the specs of this bag first, okay, before I get down to the details and why these are such beautiful bags. Now this is a Victoria 35, okay, so 35 being the base length, right? It's black Clermont's leather with palladium hardware. You can't see the hardware, let me show you. Okay, so with palladium hardware, like I said, black palladium is very popular. A bag that even the guys can carry off, right? Okay, it's a rough and sort of used bag, right? Okay, you can use it for the gym, you can use it as a travel bag, right? Okay, so look at the space, right? Okay, so always the base of the bag, right? Okay, gives you an idea about the volume of the bag, right? Okay, so this is really structured, and you'll understand what I meant by it's meant to be sort of a rough use sort of a bag. Look, even the base is reinforced with extra stitching here, you can see, right? So that the base, right, okay, is very strong. It's able to withstand the weight of the things that you're going to be carrying in it. So it's reinforced with the extra stitching. It's not just the leather, but it's got stitching to reinforce the strength of the base, right? Okay, you've got this really handy long handles. You know, you can shoulder carry this, right? Okay, tucks quite comfortably and neatly under your arm, right? Okay, and now this is actually from the year 2007, okay, 2007, this bag, and it comes with the clochette, lock keys, and also comes with the bag insert, right? And the price on this for purchase with a credit card or installment plan, okay, 6 or 12-month installment plan, is 3,090, okay, 3090. That would be the price of this bag for purchase with credit card or installment plan. So we actually use the installment plans offered by DBS, UOB, and OCBC, right? Okay, 6 or 12 months for their credit cards, right? Okay, so those are the installment plans that we offer. And so this one is black Clermont's leather, right? Okay, so you see there the side, the width, and then so when you are carrying under the arm, what happens is it sort of you know, makes it comes together so that it sort of tapers and then it becomes more comfortable. If you need the space, you're going to hand carry it, as example, as a travel bag or a gym bag. Okay, so basically this is the volume that you are looking at, right? Okay, so very generous in terms of space. Okay, now we come to a part that I actually find quite interesting, quite amazing, right? Okay, would be the locking system for this bag, right? Okay, so here you've got the zippers, right? Okay, and both the zippers are actually held in place by this centerpiece here. I don't know whether you can see. Okay, so this centerpiece here, right, okay, so the zipper actually goes in over it. Okay, let me put it. I always find it so difficult to work with my gloves. Right, okay. Go through it, and then the other side, and then it sort of locks into place after that. Okay, let me first put it through. Got it in. Okay, and then the other one. So you would probably not be struggling with this. Okay, number one, you wouldn't be carrying your bags with a glove. Okay, and two, you would actually have stuff in it which would help to keep the shape, the structure of this, right? Okay, unlike me holding an empty bag. Yeah, right. Okay, so once you have it in place, you then, okay, okay, so the top here, okay, so then you turn down the sides, okay, this top there, you just sort of press it down, flip it down, and it locks in place and it keeps your zipper, see, completely in place, right? Okay, so if you want to open it up, all you do is you flip it up, right? Okay, and then you take out your zipper, 1, 2, and you open it up, and you have it, the space in there, right? Okay, so this is the mechanism that I was talking about. Okay, you close it down to lock it, and then to open it up, you just flip it up, and then it becomes open, right? Okay, so it's a really interesting locks, and the Victoria, right? Okay, so this one is in black Clermont's leather. Clermont's leather is a strong, durable leather, and also this one is used piece, right? Okay, so there are signs of wear, okay, like in the corners and all, right? Okay, so if you actually look at our description, you would see that we would have done a condition assessment, and it actually lists down whatever we have noticed, right? Okay, it is not, sometimes it is not comprehensive. That means those are not the only flaws, okay, because we might have missed them, right? Okay, during our photography and things like that, right? Okay, so it's best to actually assess it for yourself, right? Okay, but the Victoria is a discontinued model. You can't really find it any other place other than the secondary market, right? Okay, so if you're looking for a Victoria, ta-da! Here it is. Okay, black Clermont leather with palladium hardware, right? Price, in case you missed it, in case I missed it. Okay, this is, oh yeah, I told you, 3090, okay, for purchase with a credit card or for installment plan, okay? So there you have it. Now, talking about discontinued models, right? Okay, so Hermes keeps sort of introducing new models as they go along, right? Okay, if, for example, you're a Hermes collector, okay, and you've got all their models, wow, okay, but then you're like, what else can I buy, right? Okay, so they're refreshing their collection, and they come up with newer models, right? Okay, but in the event, what happens is some of their older models are discontinued, right? Okay, so one such model that has been discontinued, right? Okay, but still continues to be popular until today, right? Okay, would be the So Kelly, right? Okay, now, so how many of you have actually been looking for a So Kelly bag, right? Here I've got a gorgeous, okay, now this is actually, I think it's Rouge Casaque, right? Okay, I think it's Rouge Casaque, right? Okay, but you will notice that it is not a bright red, right? Okay, it's sort of like a I don't know, it's like, I can't describe it, but it's just a very mellow sort of a red there. Yeah, you can see how it looks. So this is a So Kelly, right? Okay, gets the name, of course, from the Kelly buckle, right? Okay, but it's like a bucket bag, and the strap is adjustable, by the way. Okay, so you see the buckle there. Okay, the strap is adjustable. Right now, it's at the shortest length, right? Okay, so this is the shortest strap drop, and this is from the year 2015. Right, okay, so and what size is this? This is a 22, okay, so this is a So Kelly 22, and in this lovely red with gold hardware, right? So if you have been looking for a So Kelly bag high and low, So Kelly size 22. So there is 22 is actually the smallest. You have got the 26, and then you've got bigger as well. But for most Asian frames, right? Okay, the 22 is the most compatible. 26, yes, if you prefer a longer bag, right? Okay, but let me tell you why. Because of the length of the bag. Okay, so 22 actually refers to the base length, right? Okay, so you can see that this one actually comes up to my hips, right? Okay, so if you get a bigger So Kelly like a 26, it's going to hang even lower, right? Okay, because it will be broader and longer, right? Okay, so this length is actually a very chic, just nice. You can see there how it looks. Okay, So Kelly 22, right? Okay, and this one, like I said, is from the year 2015, and price. Okay, so for cash or bank transfer, right? Okay, it's 8,930 Singapore dollars. Okay, 8,930 Singapore dollars, right? Okay, it is in very good condition. There's a bit of oxidation on the hardware which can actually be easily cleaned off, right? Okay, only the rivets, on the rivets actually, and that is because the seals are intact, right? Okay, so when you leave the seals on, what happens is the rivets especially interact with the glue on the seal, and they sort of turn green, they oxidize, right? Okay, so it's a very easy fix, right? Okay, you just peel it off and then you just sort of clean it, and it would be okay under there, right? Okay, so there's this beautiful So Kelly size 22 ruche, I think Kazakh, Clermont or Togo. Looks like Togo. Yes, it's Togo leather, right? Okay, and with gold hardware, right? Okay, it comes with box. Interesting. Okay, so it comes to the box. That's the box. Okay, and the price is Singapore dollars 8,930 Singapore dollars. Okay, So Kelly size 22, discontinued model but still very popular till today. You can extend this out and you can actually crossbody this bag, right? Okay, or you can keep it short like this and shoulder carry it, right? Okay, so we have if you're a person who needs to carry a lot of stuff in the bag, right? Okay, this is a perfect bag. Right, okay, so we had one of our customers come in and she was like, I've been looking for a So Kelly bag for so long, the previous one that we had, right? Okay, and she said, I've got a book to carry, I've got my water bottle, I've got my umbrella, right? Okay, so I do need a slightly bigger bag, right? Okay, now why she was looking for a So Kelly in particular was, she said, even after putting everything in, it doesn't look bulky. And true enough, so started examining the bag and I realized that, wow, look at that. Okay, it's a very structured bag, right? Okay, so that's the beauty of the So Kelly. Although it's a bucket bag, right? Okay, it is not slouchy. It is not something that when you fill it up, it sort of becomes like a balloon sort of a thing or stuff like that, right? Okay, it is a very structured bag. Right, okay, so the base is, look at that, okay, it's got a structured shape there, and the sides as well, okay, it's got a really strong side edging seam, okay, that keeps the bag up. So when you place your bag on the table, okay, it would actually stay up. Look at that, it's resting on my hand and it's standing up on its own, right? Okay, so it is really a beautiful bag. So she was looking for a So Kelly, happily got it from us because she said the soul caddy is wonderful if you are a person who needs to, you know, bring a lot of stuff around with you, right? Okay, without or rather put all the stuff inside and you still have got this really structured, lean sort of slim and clean silhouette. Yeah, that's the word. Okay, so this beautiful So Kelly 22. Why did they discontinue this model? Okay, that was another thing that we were just talking about. Okay, it's such a good bag. It's such a beautiful bag, right? Okay, the So Kelly here from Hermes. Okay, lovely. Yeah. So right now we actually have got two. Okay, we've got this in this ruche casaque, and we've got it in, if I'm not mistaken, like a light blue. I think blue atoll or something. Okay, it's like a robin blue sort of color as well. We've got two So Kellys with us, right? Okay, and another bag, right? Okay, that we have with us right now. Okay, are you guys, you know, anybody bag collectors out there? You know, you're looking for some rare models, you know, that you've been trying to find, perhaps. You know, we might have it. Okay, now let me show you another bag that is actually discontinued from Hermes, right? Okay, and it's also very, very pretty. Where is it? Ah, right behind me. Okay, so I'm talking about this Birkin 30 Gillis. Okay, it's a Birkin Gillis. You've also got Kelly Gillis, and this is a Birkin 30 Gillis, right? Okay, so Gillis literally refers to this design, okay, along the edge here and at the base as well, right? Okay, so do you see? You can bring it up real close. Ah, look at that lovely design there, right? Okay, so the Achilles, right? Okay, would have this beautiful like a lace cutout, right? Okay, or actually it's a Baroque design. You know, Baroque shoes where they've got that detailing around the outside of the back of the shoe, right? Okay, so that was the inspiration, and then the Gillis was came out with this. Okay, Champaka says it's a beautiful special. Yes, bamboo color. Let's see whether you got it right. 100 marks. Yes, Champaka, this is bamboo, right? Okay, beautiful green. Okay, bamboo green, Birkin 30 Gillis with palladium hardware, right? Okay, spot on Champaka, right? Okay, and this one, okay, guys, it's from the year 2016, right? Okay, and it comes with a clochette, lock keys, and one dust bag. And the price on this right now for cash or bank transfer, okay, see the sticker there, right? Okay, is 18,680. I totally agree with you, right? Okay, it is a stunning piece. Look at that, right? Okay, so that details there, right? Okay, although it is monochrome, it's the same color, right? Okay, it's not a contrast color. So the Kelly Gillis actually comes with a contrast shade sort of a thing, right? Okay, but this one is the same color, right? Okay, I personally prefer this because it's a little bit more understated, right? Okay, it doesn't scream at you that detailing there, right? Okay, but it really does add to the beauty of a Birkin bag, right? Okay, the front and the back there, okay, when you carry it, look at that, right? Okay, beautiful, right? Okay, and bamboo green, right? Okay, it's actually very, very popular green shade, right? Okay, and right now price also very, very nice at 18,680. Okay, the sticker is still on, right? And so that is for cash or bank transfer, right? Okay, the sticker price, right? Okay, so it's a special price that's still going for this beautiful Birkin 30 Gillis, right? Okay, so the 20 mid-teens, right? Okay, like 2011, 12, 13, 14, Hermes had a very, very how to say, talented, creative head at that time. Okay, it was what's his name, Alexander McQueen. Okay, so he was actually heading the house of Hermes, and these are some of the models that he came up with. The So Kelly, it was under, okay, not that he came up with it, right, okay, but it was under his leadership, right, okay, that a lot of these models came out during that time, right, okay, it's such an exciting time. You know, if you were a mass collector at that time, I think it would have been very, very exciting, right, okay, because every runway, right, okay, show that Hermes had, right, okay, there were new models, gorgeous models, that were being introduced at that time. So the Gillis and all that, right, okay, were actually some of the bags from that time, right, okay, look at that beautiful piece there, right, and yeah, so we have got one of this, right, okay, you know, this the discontinued models, right, okay, always somehow seem more exciting, more beautiful compared to the ones that are coming out now. I don't know, I'm gonna get stuff thrown at me. Okay, but anyway, you know, my opinion, right, okay, so like that's why the vintage bags, right, okay, which might be hard to get elsewhere, right, okay, but you can actually find in the secondary market, right, okay. Champaka asks size for the Gillis deer. This is a Birkin 30, okay, Birkin 30 Gillis, yeah. And this is from the year 2016. Comes with clochette, lock keys, and dust bag. It's bamboo, and what's this? Oh, okay, Togo. Okay, it's Togo leather here. The main body is Togo leather, right? Okay, and price is 18,680 Singapore dollars. Okay, special price. And that's for cash or bank transfer, right, okay, so there you go, nice, right? Okay. Ooh, I got so excited showing you all those bags. Okay, what else, what other goodies do I have? Okay, one more, right, okay, so this is also a model, right, okay, that you cannot find easily, right, okay, and there was a time when there were a lot of people looking for this particular model, the Berlin, the Hermes Berlin bag, okay, so we have it in blue sapphire, and the Berlin usually comes in swift leather. Okay, let me show that to you. Okay, where is it? Sorry, I went to turn up the aircon. Okay, here it is. Right, okay, so this is the Berlin, size 29, and this is from the year 2014. See? 2014. And it comes with a strap and a dust bag, and this is priced at 6,000, okay, and 26 for purchase with credit card or with what do you call that, installment plan. So the Berlin, right, okay, comes with I want to show you the strap, right, okay, so the reason why the Berlin, right, okay, is very popular, partly it is actually a really, really easy to use bag, right, okay, it's got that sangles like the Kelly, right, okay, so you know it's a premium bag, right, okay, and this is actually the strap. It's got a short and thicker strap, so if you like this model, or rather this style of strap, right, okay, it's very, very It's great for travel, right? Okay, and also it is great as a casual bag, right? Okay, or for work, depending on what line you're in, right? Okay, so look at that. See, so it is a nice long strap actually, and you can easily crossbody this. So that's why it's great for travel, right? Okay, blue sapphire Swift. This is called a Berlin, right? Okay, again, it's a discontinued model, right? Okay, okay. So your strap, one side, okay, is leather, blue sapphire Swift, and on the underside, right? Okay, the side that actually is against you, it's in canvas. It's a sangle, woolen sangle. So it's a lot more comfortable, right? Okay, when you're carrying it, right? Okay, easier to look after, right? Okay, and if you want to use it, simply see, very easy to use. Open the flap, take whatever you need to, and then close it back up, and you are done. Right, okay, so it actually has got a nice broad base and it tapers towards the top as well. So when it sits against you, when you cross body it, right, okay, it sits very, very neatly against your body. It's not sticking out. Look at that. See? Okay, so see, because it tapers towards the top, right? Okay, so the Berlin also is a discontinued model, but like I mentioned, this is a great bag. Guys, you can carry this off, right? Okay, and it's really a unisex bag. Again, it's a casual bag, so it can be an everyday bag, it can be a travel bag, right? Okay, spacious, it's great for travel, like I said, and very secure. So imagine if you're traveling, okay, you've got this turn lock plus the sangles that come over it, right? Okay, so it's a very, very secure bag as well, right? Okay, and it's got this pretty detailing down the front here. Right, okay, it's got contrast white stitching going on there. Okay, in the back as well. Let me show you the back. Okay, so that's how it looks. It's got that contrast white stitches down there as well. So it's a very, it's like a sporty sort of a look. Right, okay, which is why the guys also like this bag, the Berlin. Right, okay, and in a nice dark blue, blue sapphire, Swift leather with palladium hardware. Really, really perfect specs, a combination, right? Okay, is a bag that you can both share, right? Okay, whether you know both the guys and the girls can easily pull off this look, right? Okay, so another lovely bag, right, from Hermes, a model that has been discontinued, right? Okay, so the price on this is what's the price on this? Yeah, 6,026 Singapore dollars, right? Okay, for purchase with credit card or installment plan, right? Okay, so there you go. Okay, another lovely piece there, right? So those are some of the models that have been discontinued, right? Okay, so it's really, really hard to find these bags, right? Okay, but and then there's another category of bags, right? Okay, that is hard to find in general, right? Okay, and these are bags that are still in production, right? Okay, but because they are either limited edition, right? Okay, or you need to be like a VVIP, right? Okay, so to get a Birkin or a Kelly, you need to be a VVIP at Hermes, right? Okay, to get these limited edition bags, you need to be a VVIP at Hermes, right? Okay, so something along those lines, you get the picture, right? So what are the bags that I'm talking about? Okay, let's see. I am talking about bags such as a HSS. Okay, so let's begin with the HSS. Okay, HSS basically means it's a special order bag, right? Okay, it's a Hermes special order, right? Okay, HSS, and so I have the Birkin 30 chef, blue chef, okay, which is I've actually got pinned up there, right? Okay, but I've been showing you quite a few Birkins, right? Okay, let me show you another HSS that I've got with me, right? Okay, and this time I'm talking about none other than a mini Kelly, right? Okay, so something different this time around. Okay, so this one that I have here, this is a mini Kelly HSS as well, right? Okay, so how do you know that the bag that you're getting is a special, is a Hermes special order, right? Okay, so other than the fact that if there was a receipt, the receipt would actually say HSS, okay, listed there. But the bag itself, right, okay, would have this stamp, and when you open up your bag, okay, if it is a special order, you should see this. What is this? This, okay, which is the horseshoe stamp, okay? So a special order Hermes bag is sometimes also called a horseshoe bag, okay? So that actually refers to this horseshoe stamp that you find next to the Hermes hot stamp on the bag, right? Okay, so in this case it's here, and the mini Kelly has got a horseshoe stamp. So when you use your bag, when you open up the flap, right, okay, and you use your bag, okay, I always say, everybody around you, if you know, you know, okay, as my doctor says, right, okay, when they see the horseshoe stamp, they would be like, wow, you got an Hermes special order, wow, okay, so yes, jaws will drop. Okay, and this one, right, okay, whether it is a special order or not, jaws will drop. It is actually a beautiful piece. It's Ito mini Kelly bag. Okay, Ito is the color in chef leather. So chef is goat skin, another premium leather from Hermes. Right, can you see them? And the sides, okay, or rather the details, right, the sangle, the handle, the sides, okay, you can see the base there as well, okay. Now all these are in blue pale, right, okay, so you see that combination. And the hardware, okay, if it's a special order, you can actually choose the hardware, and most of the customers actually choose permabrass, right, okay. So permabrass hardware is like a gold hardware that's not so gold, right, okay, so it's like sort of like, it goes with any accessories basically, right. It looks sort of palladium in certain lights, and it looks gold in certain light, right, okay. So there you go, best of both worlds basically, right, okay. So permabrass hardware, right, okay, comes with a strap as well, right, okay. Now the interior, in case you're wondering, okay, interior is in Ito. Okay, interior is in Ito, right, okay. So this is a mini Kelly HSS, or what do you call it, horseshoe stamp, right, okay. And this is from the year 2024, right, okay, 2024, and it comes full set, original receipt, wait, let me turn it this way, original receipt, strap, felt cloth box care card, and 2 dust bags. And the price on this right now, okay, it's 31,980 Singapore dollars, okay. So there's always a premium to be paid for that horseshoe stamp, right, okay, because you get a bi-color bag, right, okay, a unique bag usually, and you know, like the hardware is also special, right. So for all those reasons, right, okay, the price would actually be slightly there's a slight premium to be paid, right, okay, for a HSS bag. And when it's this gorgeous, worth it, right, look at that, okay. So it took and blue pale in what do you call that, chef leather, right, okay. So as chef leather is considered premium leather by Hermes, right, okay, because a chef leather bag usually costs more than your Togo or Clermont's or Epsom leather bags, right, okay. And when does Hermes consider a leather premium, right, okay. It would be a leather that is able to age beautifully. Excuse me, right, okay. So chef leather, right, okay, as you touch, the natural oils come out, and actually you will create this beautiful patina as well, right, okay. So Hermes uses their chef leather for high touch areas. Okay, sometimes the interior of a bag, small leather goods, right? Okay, you'll find a lot of them in chef leather, right? So this beautiful piece here, Mini Kelly, HSS, okay, it's a Hermes special order in Itu chef leather with this beautiful permabras hardware as well, right? Okay, so this gorgeous piece here, waiting to find its gorgeous owner as well, right? Okay, so here you go. Let me put this back and show you another beautiful piece. Okay, so now when it comes to one of a kind limited edition bags, right? Okay, so currently one of the most highly sought after bags, right? Okay, so if you go to places like auction websites like Sotheby's and all that, right? Okay, you will find this piece, right? Okay, now this is a Birkin 25, right? Okay, guys, now if you haven't shared this live yet, right? Okay, this would be the time to share the link for this live show, right? Okay, because what I'm going to show you, right, it's really rare. Okay, so this is a Birkin 25. It's called Go Team, right? Something that was introduced well, I would say early 2023 or mid 2023, around there, right? Okay, not early 20, I think towards the later part of 2023, and this is called Birkin Go Team, right? This color is a dark navy blue, and this particular piece is from the year 2023. It comes with the original receipt, clochette, lock keys, felt cloth care cut to dust bags, right? Okay, so now the details of this piece are really something. Okay, so one, you'll see that the sangle, right? Okay, it's not leather. The sangle is actually a woolen sangle, right? Okay, it's got this beautiful blue strip going through it, right? Okay, and the body itself, right, is a combination of what do you call that, felt, I would say suede, right? Okay, with swift leather. Okay, let me show you the back. Look at that, look at that combination, right? Okay, and then it has got a pocket on the exterior here, right? Okay, it's got a pocket on the exterior, right? Okay, so the inspiration for this, okay, there's also a very important part that is actually not in, because we've put it aside with all the rest of the accessories. There's this beautiful tassel, dark blue tassel that attaches to the side here, right? Okay, and that is actually supposed to be inspired by the cheerleaders pom pom, right? Okay, so that's why the name Birkin Go Team, right? Okay, so this is varsity jackets, right? Okay, cheerleaders and our, what do you call the American football, what they call it, the captains and all that, they have their varsity jackets, right? Okay, and so this whole bag, right? Okay, the theme is cheerleaders and that varsity jacket, sort of an imagery going on there, right? Okay, so that's why you've got this sporty sangle, right? Okay, the combination of suede and bits of leather, and also this white pocket there. And then of course you've got the tassel there that is supposed to symbolize the cheerleaders pom-poms, right? Okay, so it is a very fun bag, right? Okay, one of a kind bag from Hermes, right? Okay, and this one, okay, from the year 2023, full set, Birkin 25, right? Okay, so dimension wise and all that, right, is actually a Birkin 25, okay, and this is now going at okay, for purchase with cash or bank transfer, it is 50,499 420 Singapore dollars, right? Okay, this is a rare find, right? Okay, you can find out, you can learn about this bag, the inspiration, the story behind the bag, right? Okay, and why this is so popular, right? Okay, and or rather not so popular, but why is it so hard to find it? This is truly a limited edition bag. Okay, Birkin 25, and yes, it's a 25, thank God, right? Okay, the size that is most popular right now, okay, it's a Birkin 25, and it's got an extra special touch of rareness, okay, with this bag right now. Okay, so Birkin 25 gold team, right? Okay, you can take a look at that piece here. Yeah, so I mean, even without knowing what's the story behind it, right? Okay, it's actually a very, very nice color combination. Okay, so this gold team actually was released in two colors, in this blue combination and like a dark brown combination. If you ask me, the blue one looks better. Okay, so personally I think the blue combination, right? Okay, I like this combination. Okay, I was looking at it, right? Okay, the brown one doesn't really call to me. Okay, so I love this blue combination. I especially like this detail here. Okay, where the sangle, right? Okay, it's got a two color combination going on there. That really gives it that varsity, that sporty sort of a look to the bag, right? Okay, so a lot of details, a lot of tongue-in-cheek, there are a lot of references, okay, combined make this Birkin 25 gold team a one-of-a-kind, unique, limited edition bag. Okay, so we have this here at PJ Luxury, right? Okay, so price again for cash or bank transfer is Singapore dollars 50,420, right? Okay, so the saying, what do you get someone who has everything ready, right? Okay, so you need to find that something unique, that little bit of extra X factor, they say, right? Okay, so this bag is got all that going on there. Okay, beautiful Birkin 25 gold team here, right? Okay, so now if when you were looking at that bag, right? Okay, if you were reminded of another Birkin model, right? Okay, so was I. Okay, so this is a Birkin cargo, right? Okay, so this is a Birkin 25 cargo. Now the cargo, now every bag, right? Okay, from Hermes usually has a story attached to it, right? Okay, and one of the things that I do enjoy, right? Okay, is reading up on the stories and the backstory, right? Okay, or I like to go and find out about what was the creative thought process, when this bag was designed, right? Okay, so this particular the cargo range in general, right? Okay, from Hermes, was inspired by military fatigues, right? Okay, or the military uniform, right? Okay, just as our soldiers, when their uniform, they're supposed to be how to say, compact. Everything is supposed to be on them, right? Okay, so that they don't have to carry another bag along with them and stuff like that. So they have lots of pockets. You'll see the soldiers' uniforms, right? Okay, they've got pockets on their arms, on their pants, side pockets, right? Okay, front pockets. I don't know where else they have pockets. Because my son and my husband are both in the police, not in the military. Okay. Anyway, so the cargo bag was inspired by the military uniform, and so that is why you've got this bag with a pocket in the front, okay, and then you've got pockets by the side, and you've got a pocket at the back. Okay, so the 25, okay, these are the pockets that it has. Okay, now a Birkin 30 would have even more compartments attached to it, right? Okay, so this one here is brand new Birkin 25 cargo with palladium hardware. The color is called Orange Field, right? Okay, and this is from the year 2024, W stamp, and it's a full set original receipt, clochette, lock keys, felt cloth, box care card, 2 dust bags, right? And the price on this for cash or bank transfer, right? Okay, now keep in mind this is a brand new Birkin 25 cargo, right? It's 44,820 Singapore dollars. Okay, 44,820 Singapore dollars. Brand new Birkin 25 cargo, right? Okay, so this actually has got the sangle, the handle, right? Okay, and the side, is in swift leather, and the body of the bag is actually in canvas or toile. So because of that, the bag is very, very light as well. Yeah, okay, it's very light. Okay, you can see there. And also, okay, the pocket here is gonna, right, you see the button there, so you can actually put like your AirPods, right? Okay, I don't know, I'm gonna keep my AirPods, I'm gonna keep my lipstick, and it's even got like a little card holder in the front there. Can you see? Okay, here where my finger is going in, this is actually like a small pocket here where you can keep your cards, right? Okay, and then it's got a small compartment further in there, right? Okay, so very, very handy, right? Okay, with the pockets and all that, so you can actually carry your Birkin buckled up with anything that you need for quick access in this small little pouch or pocket. Pouch, actually it's like a pouch that's attached to the front here, right? Okay, and you can put like your cards and all that, for example, okay, in this little card holder at the back here, right? So interesting, right? Now with this is the felt, not felt cloth, but the protective cloth that comes with it. Okay, so this lovely Birkin 25 orange field is the color, right? Here. Okay, so you see there are lots of beautiful rare finds, right? Okay, I've actually got more that I wanted to show you, right? Okay, I've got my Kelly picnic up there, Kelly 35 picnic. I've even got Kelly disorder, right? Okay, let me just pin that up. I have it here, where up, down. Okay, there you go. So that's my Kelly picnic up there, Kelly 35 picnic, right? Okay, and then I've got a Kelly disorder. We've got a Kelly in and out, right? Okay, where the now that's something that you don't see often as well. Okay, so this is a Kelly in and out, right? Okay, where the exterior of the bag, right? Okay, is actually what do you call that? Printed, right? Okay, this printed with what can be carried or what might be inside the bag. Okay, so you've got a lipstick there, right? Okay, you've got a little pouch at the back here, right? Okay, and then you've got a key clochette here, right? Okay, and you've also got a little farandole bracelet here, right? Okay, because your accessories, you keep it in your bag as well, right? Okay, so the back, there's nothing printed, the print is only on the front, right? So this particular piece, okay, the color is called Nata, it's in swift leather. This is from the year 2022. Comes with the usual, the strap, clochette, lock keys, felt cloth, and 3 dust bag. Okay, so this is called a Kelly in and out, right? Okay, and price on this is 28,900 Singapore dollars. Okay, for purchase with cash or bank transfer. 28,900, right? Okay, so a little something that's different. Okay, Kelly in and out. Now size, this is actually a Kelly 25. Okay, this is a Kelly 25 Nata in swift leather. It's called an in and out because it's got this print on the exterior, okay, of what might be inside the bag. Okay, so what is on the inside is actually printed on the outside, therefore Kelly in and out, right? Now, what other bags do I have? Right, okay. So how about this one? Now this is actually a rare find because of the leather. Okay, so this is a Birkin 30 in Barinia Fabu. Right, okay. So Barinia is actually their saddle leather, Hermes saddle leather. Again, if you're a Barinia collector, right, okay, or if you know someone who loves Barinia leather, right, okay, do share this live with them, okay. And so right now, okay, although it's really hard to get Barinia bags, okay, because most of the collectors, once they get their Barinia bag, they don't want to release it, right, okay. And Hermes is like, I don't know how many bags of Barinia leather they release. Okay, already Birkin bags, they are only releasing that many. And out of that many Birkin bags that are released, that many are Barinia bags, right? Okay, so that is why getting a Barinia Birkin is so difficult. Right, okay, so we have here a Birkin 30 Barinia, and we also have a Kelly 25 Barinia for Boo. Right, okay, if you are interested in that, do contact us. Right, okay, so right now this one here, it's from the year 2019. Okay, the Barinia Birkin 30. This is Barinia for Boo. So Barinia comes in two forms: the smooth leather form, and this is for Boo, which is the grained version. There you can see the grains, right? Okay, so other than whether it's smooth or grain, that's the only difference. Okay, the other characteristics of Barinia leather are the same for both, okay, the grained and the smooth version, right? Okay, so Barinia leather, their saddle leather, you can actually self-maintain, right? Okay, um, um, uh, when you, instead of imprints like other leathers, okay, this is behaves a lot like our skin, right? Okay, so if you were to knock it against something, or you leave any imprints on it, it will actually become darker. The mark would become dark. It's like a bruise on our skin, right? Okay, but like I said, it's self-maintaining, so you can actually use a leather cleaner, and then you can sort of buff your leather, your Barinia leather bag, and it will come back all even out, right? Okay, so that's the beauty of Barinia leather. Okay, and again, if you were to maintain it, it's a bag, it's a leather that's meant to last. Okay, just like their saddles, right? Okay, no one's going to be like, oh, I can't sit lightly on the saddle, it might leave some imprints on the saddle. No one does that, right? Okay, a leather bag is meant to be used. It's meant to, the more you use it, right? Okay, leather is supposed to get this beautiful patina. It's supposed to then get this aged sort of a look, which actually brings out the beauty of the leather, right? Okay, so yeah, and this Barinia, like I said, is from 2019. It's a used bag, yeah, and price is 23,690 Singapore dollars. Okay, 23,690 Singapore dollars for purchase with cash or bank transfer, right? Okay, so a beautiful Birkin 30 Barinia for Boo, and it's actually what do you call it? The color is called faux. It's not gold. It's deeper, warmer, more caramel sort of a color, right? Okay, FAUVE. Actually, it's the color of deer skin, right? Okay, faux. It's the same shade, right? Okay, I love this color. Okay, so yeah, you go. So this hard to find, okay, rare Hermes bag is here as well. So Ade asked, is it heavy? It is not heavier than any other like Togo leather, right? Okay, so of course it's heavier than Epsom leather. Okay, but if I were to what do you call that? Compare with other calfskin, right? Okay, it is the same weight. How you get Barinia leather is actually from the way the leather is processed, right? Okay, so it is the same leather calfskin that they use, right? Okay, but dyeing process, the leather, the tanning process, okay, of the leather differs from merino leather, right? Okay, so that is where the difference comes in. The leather itself is the same as calf skin, right? Okay, so it is not any heavier than Clermont's or Togo leather, right? Okay, of course, Epsom leather is a different kind of leather, right? Okay, so there's no comparison there. Right, okay, great question actually. No one has ever asked me that question before. Thank you. Right, okay, so yeah, so this is a Birkin 30 and price is 23,690 Singapore dollars. Okay guys, so yes, as you can see, my voice is going. Hopefully it's not gone. So I'm going to stop here, right? Okay, I hope you enjoyed, right? Okay, this live show today, okay, from BJ Luxury, and you know, these are some of the hard to find rare Hermes bags that we have in store at the moment. How much longer they're going to be here, I don't know, right? Okay, so if there's anything that you do like that you've seen, right? Okay, come and grab them, right? Okay, so thank you very much. I'll see you next week, right? Okay, with more beautiful bags. Okay, thank you for joining me. This is Jana here saying bye bye.